Welcome to the Modern Intimacy Experiment. I'm Ted Ryder, and I'll often be joined here by my wife, Leslie Bauer, and sometimes by my dog, Buster, who's right there. And this new YouTube channel is a place where I'm going to bring teachings, although that might be, I don't know, that might be a little heavy handed. Sometimes they're teachings and sometimes they're just ideas. Sometimes they're things that I've been mulling. Sometimes they're things that I think might serve you, whoever you are out there. And so these are really, I think, more than teachings. I'd probably go back and say these are offerings of the heart. And my intention is to help you create more intimacy. And when I see intimacy, I see it as intimacy with self. So really getting to know yourself, ourselves, really getting to know the other person, whoever that is, intimacy with your partner, your loved one. Intimacy also is with anyone you have a connection, any friends, family members. And then also, there's something more. There's intimacy with self, there's intimacy with the other, and then there's something bigger. There's intimacy, which I'll say is with divine, something bigger than me, than you, something that some of us might call God or goddess or the divine or consciousness or nature or the universe. It's something bigger than us. And so through these offerings, my hope is you do find that new level of intimacy with yourself, with other, and with the divine. And also, I'll be bringing in activities, exercises. And that's why I'm calling this an experiment, because I think that the exercises that we do to increase intimacy, or the practices that we do to increase intimacy, if we start them as, okay, I'm going to breathe deeply with my wife forever, it's a little bit daunting. And so I'm creating this as experiments, saying I'm going to have a daily breath practice with my wife for a week as an experiment to see what happens. And at the end of the week, it will be amazing. It will be kind of flat, or maybe it's going to be something we want to put aside for a while. There's a whole spectrum of what's possible. But I think if we create it as experiment, we can do just about anything. And so I'm going to be presenting some of these things to you as experiments. So some we're going to separate them. So some are going to be offerings or teachings, and some are going to be exercises or practices. And all of it really is an experiment. I come to you having experimented and succeeded in some places and really struggled in other places. I'm coming to you after having officiated at least 100 weddings and prepared couples for those weddings over the last 25, 30 years. I've learned so much guiding couples into the marriage. The wedding, the ceremony itself is actually fairly simple and all kinds of beautiful things can happen, but really it's the preparation for the marriage that we've focused on. And so over the years, I've officiated, I think around 100 or so. And maybe more importantly, over those same years, I think I probably officiated about 500 funerals. And through that, through sitting with families and preparing for the funeral, through hearing stories from the widows and widowers and the children and the cousins and the friends, I also learned what it meant to have a deeper level of intimacy. After a lifetime, it seems, of serving as a rabbi and officiating at those events, I then did a deep dive myself into a modern intimacy, into something that is both modern and actually, I would say, ancient as well, a tantric practice, a movement, an understanding of how our energies flow. And so I found some of the best teachers in, I believe, the world today who are teaching what it means to be in relationship. I had to say, candidly, I also learned quite a bit in being married for over 20 years, in a marriage that did not continue. But I learned a lot about intimacy, both what was really beautiful in that and those places that I came up short. And of course, also, I'm hosting this often with my wife, Leslie Bauer. And with her, I've also learned, shouldn't say also, I've had even a deeper understanding of what it means to be intimate, what it means to share my heart, what it means to share my soul, my body, my mind with another, and to be met there and to be treasured there, and to ever continuing to deepen and deepen. You'll hear more about our relationship and some of the joys and frankly some of the challenges that we face as well. I hope this is a good experience for you. If you find anything of value in this YouTube, I hope that you'll like it, that you'll share it with a friend, that you'll subscribe. If you want more information, you can get onto my newsletter. It's at tedryder.com. I think I'll put the link right below, and would just love, love, love to hear from you. May your journey be one of ever deepening intimacy, ever deepening connection with yourself, with others, and with the greatness of the world. Many blessings to you.